guys, it's Mary, and today we're doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. Bum bum bum! So the first question is a popular book series or a popular book that you didn't like. And at my school, Twilight was all the rage, and I did not like it. I did read the first two in exchange for my friend to read Percy Jackson. And I did not like it. I went into it not really liking it, not really wanting to read it, but a lot of the time I go into books that I didn't think I was going to like, and I end up liking them, and that was not the case for Twilight. Second is a book that everyone seemed to hate, but you loved. Also at my school, everyone complained about reading Animal Farm, and I told everyone that I didn't like it, but I really did like it. It was one of my favorite books that we read, and I loved seeing all the symbolism in it because it was really clear. Third is a love triangle or OTP that everybody else had, but you didn't like the way it ended up, or you didn't like the way they got together. And for me, this one's really unpopular, that would be The Hunger Games. You see, I was I was Team Gale. I didn't like that they did teams in the first place. It felt too Twilight-y to me. But I was all for Gale up until the third book. But I still wasn't a big fan of Peeta. And so I was like, okay, well I guess the better of the two was Peeta. But I only said that after I read the third book and I saw what Gale did, but that's spoilers, so can't do that. But I really didn't like that love triangle at all, and I just would have rather it been more about the sisters than it would have been about Peeta and Gale and them arguing over or them competing over who's going to be getting Katniss, and I just didn't like that at all. The fourth question is a popular book genre that you just can't get into. You can ask me about fantasy, sci-fi, contemporary. You can ask me just about anything for a book recommendation, except when it comes to romance, because I don't read a lot of romance, and I don't like it that much. I mean, sure, romance happens, but I'm not a big fan of the romance novels. They just seem so tacky to me. I mean, it's my opinion, not yours, but I don't like the romance novels. I just can't get into them. Next is a popular or beloved character that everybody loves, but you don't. And for me, that's Peeta. I didn't really get into his character. I was surprised at the him trying to strangle Katniss after being hijacked. However, I wasn't too emotionally attached to him. I was not emotionally attached to him as a character. I just wasn't a fan of him. It's not that he wasn't a good character, just not his biggest fan. Again, I was Team Gale up to book 3. This next one is a popular author that you don't like. And for me, I think that's going to be Stephenie Meyer. I have 3 written down here, but I'm going to go with Stephenie Meyer. I just didn't like her form of writing. I didn't like the characters that she developed. And again, I've only read the first 2 Twilight books, so that's an opinion of mine that's probably not fully formed. But I'm not a big Twilight fan. Not a big Stephenie Meyer's fan. Next is a book trope that you don't like. And for that, mine is going to be love triangles. Love triangles just annoy me. I'm so over love triangles. I get into a book, and when I see that there's like 1 female character and 2 guy characters, I'm like, please don't let there be a love triangle. And then it happens, and I'm like, well, I'm already halfway through this book, so I have to finish it. And then it turns out to be a series, and I'm just not into love triangles. I feel like everybody starts picking sides, and that's not really what the book is about. Especially if it's not a romance book. Next is a popular series that everybody likes, but you're not gonna read, or you didn't like. And since I did read Twilight and I have seen a couple of the movies, I'm not picking that one for this one. I've already picked on them enough. For this one, I'm choosing Beautiful Creatures. That is because I was spoiled. I don't remember where I was spoiled or how, but I was spoiled about the ending and I didn't like it, and so I wasn't going to get into there trying to get attached or getting attached to these characters when I knew what the ending was. So it's just not a book that I'm going to read. Now, this last one was really hard for me. The saying goes that the book is better than the movie, and I agree with that 100% up to this point. If the book comes first, then the book is better. If the movie comes first, then the movie is better. That is my point of view on things. However, when I saw this and I had to pick one, I chose The Maze Runner. I've read the whole series, and I've seen the movie, and I ended up liking the movie better. There were some details that were not put in it that I liked in the book that were not put into the movie. But overall, I think the storyline of the movie just worked so much better. And in the book, we didn't spend enough time developing the characters in the setting before they tried to get out of the setting. And for me, that was just really hard because it didn't give me enough time to get attached to these characters, and it didn't give me a big enough visual for me to visualize it in my head. And so I really think that the way the book was written, it transferred really, really well into a movie, and so I really like the movie better, and I'm really excited to see the Scorch Trials, which is the second one. So this was the Unpopular Opinions book tag, and feel free to handle me if you want, but I know that you guys have an unpopular opinion too, so you're not the only one getting hated on. Anyways, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you agree or disagree about any of these down below in the comments. See you later. Bye!